Hey guys, it's Nikki. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about posting for your online fitness accountability groups or your challenge groups. Okay, so the most important thing to remember whenever you're posting about these and doing calls is that you are the product, okay? It is not the 21 Day Fix, it's not Shakeology, it is you. People are buying you. Believe it or not, this is absolutely the case, okay? So when you're posting and you're calling for challengers, you need to show yourself, right? So this means don't use stock imagery, okay? Don't use Beachbody imagery of the 21 Day Fix or the containers. I know they're like flippin' adorable, but don't do it, okay? Unless it involves you in the photo, okay? So if it's you holding the containers or, you doing something very creative with the containers in your face, that is fine because that's you and the product. But don't just use a stock image that the company, that corporate uses to put out there. That's what corporate's using because they're marketing and advertising. We aren't marketers, we're not salesmen, right? We just share our experience. So if you don't want to be salesy, then don't do sales type promotion and marketing, and that would be using stock imagery, okay? Stay away from that. People just want to see you and your face, all right? So I think the best way to talk about bringing in challengers is showing your before and after. Really, that's it. Results are what sells people. It's all about results. People want to be healthy. They want to be fit. If they see a before and after of you and what you've accomplished, that's what brings them in, right? So it's not a picture, of the 21 Day Fix and all of its contents laid out on the kitchen table. That doesn't mean anything to anyone. But if they say you and they see progress, that is what's going to bring them in. And you don't have to be done with your transformation. Please keep that in mind and remember that. Sometimes it's actually more relatable if you're on the journey. But you could even be a week into the 21 Day Fix and you'll have results. You'll have a 7-day photo that will show a different body on you from day 1 to day 7 because it's how effective this program is. If you can show that to people, if you show that to people, they will stop scrolling and they will read your message. So that is the most important thing to remember whenever you're going out to post, to call for challengers. So you flexing, you before and after, it's you in your face, and stay away from all the stock images, okay? The other thing, do not post your link to your Beachbody website, okay? This is for a couple reasons. Number one, it's like super salesy. This is like the most salesy way to go, okay? Like here's a link, go here and buy something. Like, people have no idea, okay? This is their whole life that they're talking about, right? Like changing their whole life, how they eat, how they work out, a different lifestyle. You can't just say go click on a link here and then the website. If you ever go to the website, like I get lost on there, right? I couldn't imagine if somebody else did. And then they don't even know what to order, right? So they're like, oh, I think she's doing the 21 Day Fix, so they just go get the program and they don't get Shakeology, right? Like, they have no idea what's going on. Like, you are their coach, right? This is their first glimpse into their life with you as their coach, and you need to be an active part of it, right? So I don't ever want somebody, you can't even find my Beachbody website if you looked around on my Facebook page, because I don't ever want someone going there. I want them messaging me to talk to me about their options, right? Because I need to find out where they are in their health and fitness journey so that I can prescribe them what I think is the best program, right? Like, do you need help with fitness, nutrition, both? Do you have any physical limitations, right? What if they have an existing injury and they're not going to be able to do an insanity type workout? You're not going to know that if you just put up a post that said, here, go to my Beachbody page and buy something, right? You're not even involved at all. So I would think that would set the standard then. Like, are you going to be involved? No, they're going to go talk to the other coach that says, hey, if you're interested, like, comment, below, or message me. Give them options, right? So then people have, like, multiple ways of getting in touch with you, so they're just going to choose, like, whichever way they're most comfortable with, and then you can start to talk to them. And the best way to start to talk to them is, what are your goals, right? And what's your baseline? Where are you right now? What do you need help with? And then you can help them out, like, through that. Tell them the next steps. And then everyone, I never send people to the website. I always use Coach Mobile. It is so much easier. People do not get lost. And then you have the opportunity, because you're talking to them, you walk through everything with them. So you know which flavor Shakeology that they want, right? You've already talked to them about that. And that gives you the opportunity to talk to them about like the vegan option. This is better for people who have sensitive digestive tracts, right? Is that you? Because if it is, then you're going to want to go the vegan route. If they're just clicking on a link to go to your site, they don't know that information, right? Like, that's our job as a coach, to make sure that they're hooked up with the most appropriate program for their needs, all right? So, no linkies, all right? Some words that you want to use and don't want to use, right? So stay away from words like buy, purchase, on sale, the program titles and stuff. You don't even need to use those, okay? Pics of like the pictures of the programs, pictures of like everything spread out on your counter. Stay away from that. Prices, do not post prices. That is sales 101, right? So if you can imagine like a car dealership or a clothing store or something doing it, that means that you shouldn't, right? Because we're not in sales, we're not in marketing, we're in the business of sharing personal experiences. So everything that you should be sharing should be personal. And if you think a big box store or a big company would do it, don't. That's immediately when you start to cross the line over into sales. I know it's a different way of thinking. Trust me, if I look back on my first post, I did all of this stuff, all right? You just have to learn it, right? We just haven't been exposed to it, right? We only know one way of marketing, and that's how, like, you know, great big box companies have reached us, right? So we think that that's how to work it, but this is a completely different business, a people-based business. It's multi-level marketing, and it's word of mouth. So you need to have that personal element into it, all right? So that, like, that corporate approach just won't work for us, okay? So things that you do want to say, you want to say words like mentor, fitness, support, accountability. Stay away from using the word challenge group. That's intimidating, okay? It's scary, and people have no idea what it is. Instead, talk about what happens in there, right? Like, so you'll get a support, accountability, you know, we share recipes, like we help each other along the way. Tell people the value, what they're actually going to get from it, instead of just saying it's a challenge group. I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's like a challenge, it's probably going to be really, really hard, and it's an intimidating, it's a power word, right? So it works for us because we know what it is and what it means, but for someone outside who's thinking about changing their life, it's scary, right? Just like challenge pack, right? Sale bundle. Use the word sale bundle, because that's what it is, right? When you actually get a challenge pack, it's a sale bundle. You're getting a program for basically $10, right? Like, challenge pack doesn't mean anything to anyone except for us that's inside of the Beachbody world. So stay away from that. You can use words like private group, secret group, limited space, exclusive group. Test group is a wonderful, wonderful phrase to use whenever you have a new product launching. So when, like, 22-minute hardcore comes out, if you want to run a test group for it, that's the perfect way to state about it. I'm looking for 10 people. You can use that. You can use like 10 people, look for parameters to be in my test group for the new program that's coming out, and then you talk a little bit about the program, right? That like, you know, hardcore, like boot camp style cardio. You know, I'm a cardio girl. I love cardio. Me personally, I hate cardio, so it wouldn't work for me. But if you're a cardio person, like, this is like the cardio lover's dream. You're done in 22 minutes. I know for me, I don't have any more time than, you know, 22 minutes in my day to get a workout in. So this is the perfect solution, right? That's you showing how you can actually do the program, how you can fit it into your lifestyle. That's what people will buy. Okay? They're buying you. They're not buying the 21-day fix. That's what you use, but they're buying you. They're buying your health, your fitness, your level of happiness, that energy that you have that's contagious. That's what they want. They want you to tell them how to get that, right? So if you think about it, and the coach that you followed, right, like how you got here, if you were watching her, and then you went to her, or she invited you, however you got here, and she said, I'm using Jim's Wacky World workout to do this. Do you want to do it with me? You'd be like, yeah. You wouldn't say like, nope, I was looking for someone who was using the 21-day fix. See? It's not the product, it's you. It's you that they're buying. So you need to remember that whenever you're posting, you want to be the product that someone wants to buy, right? The 3 vital behaviors. Number 1, like invite, be a product of the products, personal development. So be the product of the product. Be in your post the thing that you wanted to become, that the person out there is looking to become, because that's what people will invest in. Okay, so it is a personal thing for you. It is like sharing your experiences, and it's your face, your results. You can talk about the results of the previous group too, right? Like, so combined, we lost like 200 pounds in the last fitness accountability group. Can't believe it. Like, if you're interested, my next one's going to start in a couple weeks. Like, comment, or message me if you want more info. That's the way to go about it. So if you have any questions there, I hope this gives you some good information to go off of. Please feel free to drop it below. And we dropped a couple examples of great challenger calls in the group too. So you can check them out there, and that'll give you a good baseline of what you guys are working for. All right, hope this helps. Talk to you guys later.